Hi there, it's Roy Breton from gardenequipmentreview.com. I've just written a fresh blog post or article on a review of Robomow Robotic Lawnmowers. You can see what I've put down here, and at the very bottom we've got the various types of Robomow available depending on your size of lawn. Incidentally, the largest one here will cut up to 5,000 square metres, which is approximately 1.25 acres, which is amazing. So anyway, let's go back to the start. And what is a robotic mower? A robotic mower is a lawnmower that cuts your grass for you. Once it's set up, you literally set it up to come out when you want it to. It even has a rain sensor on, so if it rains, it will go back into its base station or kennel or house, whatever you'd like to call it. And if the battery's getting low, it once it gets below a certain power, it will just go back and recharge, and then come out and finish your lawn. And maybe you may even have to go back for a charger second or third time, depending on the size of your lawn. So many people ask me, do these robotic mowers really work? And the answer to that is yes, they do. I've installed them, I've used them, I sell them, and they definitely work. And the technology is improving on all the time. Robomows are actually made in Israel, and I've seen considerable improvements over the years. So definitely great little machines. So here are a few pros and cons. A 3-year warranty. Three-year warranty is one of the pros. Manufacturers obviously trust that product. You get great lawn finish, because one of the biggest things to having a good lawn is to cut it on a regular basis. And obviously with a Robomow, you can have it coming out 2 or 3 times a week, depending on how the lawn's growing. I mean, you could have it coming out every day, or almost, but that's a bit over the top, really. But certainly you can have it out 2 or 3 times a week. The maintenance costs are extremely low. You've almost got silent operation, so you could potentially cut your grass in the middle of the night if you wanted to. You're not going to disturb anyone. No more walking or sitting on a lawnmower. No grass to collect, as it's a mulching mower. Your grass stays greener longer due to the mulching. Here, it's a boy's toy. If you're like me and you like gadgetry and technology, then you've got great play value. Cons. Robomow doesn't like banks over 36 degrees, so even a normal push mower would, when you're on banks, I normally trim a bank, to be fair, if it's very steep. That's the best option, or fly mow it. Robomows aren't suitable for every garden. If you've got lots of obstacles, lots of paths, lots of things to go around, then it may not work that effectively. If you've got trees, then you can place a perimeter wire around the trees to stop stop Robomow going into the trees, and just go round them. And then set up. Make sure you take time to set up your mower. I think the manufacturer says it takes 40 minutes. Well, it takes a lot longer than that. You need to allow time to. I would allow a day to set your machine up properly, especially if you're doing it for the first time. It does take time. I don't want to hide the fact, but once it's done, that's it. It's finished, and you're all set up for life. So take time doing that. And here, don't be put off by the cost. Obviously, the biggest machine costs, I think it's £2,700 and something, but and the smallest one is 500, which is pretty reasonable, to be fair. But what you have to remember, there are no fuel costs. Maintenance is very low. Often, for example, for a ride-on mower, it can regularly cost you £400 a year for service, spare parts, etc. So the actual running cost is very good. and you should get several years of service from one of these Robomows. I've just put a link now, you can find them on eBay, and you can also find them at the foot of this page. Got features here, the cutting pattern. One thing Robomow doesn't do, it won't do stripes. It will, it sort of cuts round the outside of the garden, and then it goes in a random pattern. It's not like an up and down, so I'm afraid there's no stripes, but this random pattern somehow it manages to cut all the lawn and not leave anything. Here I've just put a bit more about perimeter wire and installation. Basically, when you buy your Robomow, it comes with a perimeter wire, which is literally tacked down your lawn. The pegs are about 4 to 5 feet apart, depending if it's on a straight or a curve. But basically, it's put on top of your lawn, and then within a few weeks, your lawn will grow over the perimeter wire. And Robomow actually runs over the perimeter wire, which enables it to cut close to borders, obstacles, etc. This is why I stress the importance of just taking time to do a good installation, and it'll save you time in the long run. So, how does Robomow perform? You can find a bit more about the performance. Is a Robomow for you, as I mentioned earlier? If you've got loads of obstacles, probably not, but most people a Robomow can potentially work for. So a few of the Robomow models. This is the smallest one, cuts up to 150 square metres of lawn, and it's £499 for this one. So it's still 150 square metres is a reasonable size lawn. Then we come to the mid-range ones. This one's £1,199 and designed to cut 800 square metres. And then we go to the largest one, which can cut around about 5,000 square metres or 1.25 acres. That's priced at £2,799. Any questions, please feel free to comment below in this box here, and please subscribe to our YouTube channel, and feel free to comment, ask any questions. Thanks very much for watching.